Live from the heart of the blockchain, two legends rise.
Yo, it's Airwink in the cockpit, DJ Oracle in control. Teaching ManeCity like it's coded in their soul. From the basis to the deep plays, every tool, every tip. They'll turn noobs into legends on this crypto trip. Grinding mission, stacking loot, dodging fakes, making moves. You got question, they got proof. Boost defense, point prestige, mo finesse. ManeCity ain't a game, it's a whole mindset test. Loaded lions in the streets, cubs chasing that bread. Every stat, every buff, yeah, it's all in your head. So plug in, level up, learn the code, know the plan. With Oracle and Airwink, you gon' master the land.
Welcome to the show, where crypto meets the grind, where knowledge drops hard and the game's redefined. This ain't no chill, this is strategy and wit. ManeCity 101, now let's get it lit. Welcome to the show, where crypto meets the grind, where knowledge drops hard and the game's redefined. This ain't no chill, this is strategy and wit. ManeCity 101, now let's get it lit.
Welcome back, everyone. This is our Wink 7, and I'm joined again with DJ Oracle. Hope you all are doing well, and hopefully you all had a great Elemental Blitz. Definitely some change up there with the new mechanics, so we'd love to be able to get to talking about a little bit of that stuff. But before we jump into it, I'll let DJ Oracle do some shoutouts, and then we'll go through the list of what we're going to talk about today, and then we'll just jump right into it.
Yes. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining us on our latest episode of our podcast. It's gonna be by seasons now. We're on season 3 of the game, so it's gonna be season 3 of the podcast, and we'll just put the episodes. Otherwise, we're gonna go on forever on just the episodes. So thank you guys for joining us, and shout out to everybody that played the Blitz, and it was pretty fun. Thank you, R-Wing, for hosting again. Thank you for having me.
Right on. Yeah, and good call on the seasons there. I'll have to adjust our ManeCity radio podcast number 19, and I'll put in, I don't know exactly which episode this would be for season 3, but we'll update that, and then moving forward, we'll probably just add another line to our little blurb in the bottom there, bottom left. I guess what we got to talk about today, guys, is we do want to talk about the Elemental Blitz, sort of what we tried doing with the elements on the businesses, and then moving into that, we want to talk about the actual update, that being the essences and business elements. Now that they have changed the normal mode as well, we want to talk a little bit about, what our first thoughts of how this mechanic is going to work, and sort of, what our thoughts are around whether we're going to implement it, what we think needs to be changed, and whatever else we can kind of come up with in regards to this update. We've also got the Conqueror Skins, so we want to talk a little bit about that, which will also lead into a community update, and then finally we will talk about the speculation, as well as some of the roadmap metrics, whether they've been met or if they've sort of missed the mark on their timelines. So yeah, that's sort of what we got for you today. I guess to start it off here, let's just flip over to the screen recording, and I will show you guys the graphic that we've got for the Blitz to take a look at the top 10 players. So here we are. We've got FTB Hacker taking rank 1, so congratulations. And Golden Tree and Dazul also sharing the podium there for 2 and 3. And then rank 4, Darklos, 5, Mr. Kooky, 6, D. Kimbo, 7, Raz Al Ghul, 8 was Lightman, 9, we've got Fiend for Crow, and 10, we've got Trez. So, congratulations to the top 10. I actually haven't even really checked where I've landed, but how did you do, DJ Oracle?
I ended up at 126. I was doing good income, but my timing keeps getting off because I'm not really used to jumping in, like not on the first days. So I'm still kind of adjusting that. I ended up at 126 on this competition.
Okay. Yeah, I just checked.
To all the
112 for myself.
What about you?
Hit that 112.
For you?
Yeah, so not as good as I could have done, but I know I didn't get an opportunity to play too much on that second 10x, but I mean, in regards to that, I thought that was very well done. I do like that they added an extra 10x day. I mean, functionally a 5 times scored multiplier, but I did like that they added another one just to sort of reduce the impact that the final day has on the overall competition score. So I thought that was kind of nice. I think live rank near the end of it, I think I was in the 200s. So, I mean, lots of people buying in, lots of cheap businesses. So it's still a very good tactic, you know, if you're looking to spend 200-300K vouchers, you know, you could sort of target that second 10x day at this point and just play for the final, you know, 3-4 days there at the most. And you could probably secure yourself, you know, a 1.2 million prize pool. I know the prize pool on this competition was a lot larger than what we typically see on a 1 week. So that could have also incentivized a lot of players to actually purchase businesses and, you know, play a buy-in tactic. So, yeah, I mean, overall, I thought it was interesting. The elements definitely add a little bit of a twist to it. I did use it a bit. Did you end up using the essences and elements at all? I mean, they were handing them out like candy, so we had plenty to use.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the way that they were giving them out, they're like unnecessarily on the daily roar, so they can take them out of the daily roar, so we can get some more cash instead of an essence, because they were.
Right.
Yeah, I sold a few, and yeah, I did use some, but I only went to level 1, just because I didn't want to keep. I don't. I was kind of like conservative with my diamonds. So I was using them for boosting instead of like increasing the essence of them.
Mm-hmm.
But what about you? How many levels did you push it to?
What did I get to? I think I got one of them up to 4, if I remember correctly.
Oh.
I think I ended up pushing one of them up to 4, and then I think I had 2 other ones at like 3. But that was closer to the end, and I was just like, I have enough diamonds, and I wasn't really playing hard, so I was like, I'll just put this on. It gave me, what was it, like 100 and, no, it was 240. I think it was like 240% bonus from the element, because I was doing the Lucent, Ascent, and Stygian Storm. So those essences were the ones I was using so that I could have the hyper affinity, which, I mean, it still works, right? Even if you don't have a primordial land, I think it's worth, like, unless you don't have a 4 square on your land, right, for your first arid in those regions, that's the only time I would say maybe it's not the best to have it. But otherwise, like, I mean, you get that extra little bit of bonus when it comes to applying your bonuses for your, well, that's a whole another story, right, with the boosters. And I think it's useful, right? Like, it would add, what was it, like 17 minutes at that point. So like when I put on a lightning booster, I got like an extra 17 minutes. So that was kind of cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little extra bonus, right? So I thought they were kind of interesting, especially like, you know, when you get into that gridlock stage, after you've done your sort of initial push to get into a good rank, and then you sort of like stall out. So having these businesses with elements on them just give you that little extra bonus, because you're not really chasing attack bonuses at that point. And the reason why I decided to use the primordials is because if you do need to move off of the lands, the only spot that they get a reduction on is the opposite primordial, right? So if you have a Lucent Ascent, you can move it anywhere and not have any negative benefits, or I guess negative debuffs, sorry. And other
neutral, right?
What's that?
If there's neutral.
Yes, yeah, because they're all neutral. All the other elements are neutral, except for, you know, if it's Lucent, you get the super rejection on Stygian Storm, and then vice versa. So I thought that was kind of nice. So that's sort of why I decided, okay, I might as well target the hyper affinity. It makes more sense. I've also got the primordial lands, so I'm not worried about you know, any Savannah bandits or stuff like that. So it was helpful for myself, I found, just to give you that little extra bit of gold boost. So then when you do put your boosters on, you put a lightning boost on, you're into like the 700s. So it's kind of cool. But I mean, we'll get into it when we get talking about the actual update in regards to whether you think you'll use them. I thought it was useful. I mean, I don't merge too much. I sort of merge at the start, especially when you're doing your initial run up. And then, like I said, when you hit that stall point, that's where it's like, okay, I'll put some elements on. And, usually I'll have a little bit of extra diamonds anyhow. So it makes sense to put the diamonds into these elements just to be able to get some passive extra bonus.
Yeah, especially like you said, once you're pretty much at a point where you're out of targets because everybody else is either under attack or they have their defense up, it's nice to have that permanent booster. So I also used the one for the storm, for the same thing, for the hyper affinity, and I got off the blueprints. I got a quality 4 bazaar.
Nice.
So then I just bought. Yeah, right. So then I just bought some businesses and I brought it up to quality 5. So I thought that was like good enough for me to keep it at that quality. So that after that, that's when I put the element on it for the storm. So it was a nice mechanic, something new for the game as well. And I'm glad that they gave us enough for the competition, enough that if you are able to have enough diamonds to increase the element level, then we can. So yeah, I liked it. Something new. And yeah, I think the only thing, of course, I don't like about it is that you can't merge businesses unless they're already with the same element.
Yeah.
But that's why in a competition, I mean, once you kind of get to the level that you want to keep it at, then you just put the element on it.
Yeah, we'll definitely get talking a little bit more about that when we discuss the whole mechanics overall. But yeah, I agree, right? Like, it is good for when you do hit that spot where it's like, okay, we have nobody left that we can attack, or you hit them with a kingpin and it's like they had an 80% defense and you hit them with like a 91 or something. It's like, ooh, I get like 5 to, or what is it, 7% bonus or something like that. So, it's expensive and to do that. So you might as well just be purchasing these levels if you can. Now, the levels are a bit expensive, and I think we'll get into the those thoughts as well. But in regards to the Elemental Blitz, I am glad that they gave us a lot of elements to play around with. Though I am going to be interested to see how the Worlds or this mid-season competition plays out, because are they going to be handing them out like candy like they did this past one, or are they going to be a little bit more exclusive, right, and only attainable through the daily roar? I'm assuming they'll probably have some days on the daily calendar that they're going to output them and in like mass quantity for us to be able to use, but I do think that eventually we're going to see them maybe have a decent payout, so you could sell yours if you don't want to use them in competition.
Yeah, I'm also thinking that we might be able to mine them at some point from the land. So each region should be able to mine its own element. So hopefully, when it comes to like resources and stuff like that, maybe we should hopefully be able to mine them from the land. For now, yeah, it's only the daily roar, and because I'm still merging my businesses, I'm selling mine for now. I've been selling my pretty much all my every time I get 5 that I can sell them 5 at a time. I've been selling them.
Yeah, it's mostly what I've been doing too. I haven't sold recently, but like right at the start, when the prices were still high, I was just like, all right, take them. I'm not going to use them anyways. Especially like, and I guess, to summarize the Elemental Blitz, so we can move on and actually talk about the essences and building as business elements. I mean, overall, I thought it was good. I like the new mechanic, especially, now that they've boosted it also for normal mode. I thought it was an appropriate bonus applied to the businesses for, committing that amount of diamonds to and these other resources to that business. And like you said, the payoff of not being able to merge properly, sort of like if you played strategically, you weren't really merging much at that point once you imbued it anyhow. So I think, overall the Blitz was good. It was good to see there was a lot of new people. I wasn't anticipating not being able to make the top 100, but I told you, so I ended up leaving my charger at school, so at my work, and they had locked the office before I realized I didn't bring it back home with me. So I ended up having no charger to be able to play the start of the second 10x day. So that severely limited me. I had like 5% battery left, and I was like, okay, just gonna put a bunch of boosters on my businesses and like stack them a bunch, and was like, okay, hopefully I can make it to tomorrow morning, and then I can check it really quick and go about my day. But yeah, do you have any final thoughts on the Elemental Blitz?
No, yeah, I remember you were talking about your charger, and I was like, that sucks for the day. So that's why I can see why you were dropping. For me, I would just say I'm gonna find a sweet spot between the beginning and not wait so long. So I'm tuning in that. I would also like to see like a 10x on the first day. That way we can all kind of like be incentivized to like start right away.
Yeah.
Although at the same time we will kind of run out of targets pretty soon, but then that'll be just part of the strategy, I guess. But a 10x on the first day, I would like that on the next, and not if not on the next, but in one of the blitzes coming up.
Yeah, it'd be interesting, or even just like a slightly different multiplier, right? Like if it's a 10x and then a 15x, maybe do like a 6x, so it's like a functional 3 times opposed to a functional 5 times on the first day, just to incentivize and give those people that are playing at the start that little extra boost. So that could be cool. See if they do that. But I was happy that they did at least add an extra bonus day.
Yeah. Other than that, I did like the elements. It was something new to the game. So I always love any updates to the game. So looking forward to the next competition.
Yes, and hopefully we'll do a little better next time. So I guess with that liaison into the actual essence and business elements. So I know I had put out a video initially, quote unquote, sort of shitting on the concept. But I mean, really, like if you look back at like the original values for the cash, it literally made 0 sense to use this amount of diamonds to get like a 15% bonus, right? Like it was absolutely abysmal. And let me just go back to my screen recording because I do have them still captured in my Excel sheet, so we can scroll over and we could see that the initial bonuses here were 15%, 10%, and 5% based on the affinity. So 15 for hyper, 5 for just a normal affinity, and then the rejections being 5% and 10%. So to me, that was like, it was really not worth it, right? Like absolutely not worth using, other than maybe if you wanted the booster increase for duration. That's when maybe you just use the hyper affinity. But that being said, the elements for Stygian and Lucent are very rare to come by at this point because they are part of the jackpot allotments, basically. But now that they've increased them up to like 450 for a hyper affinity, 400 for super affinity, and 200 for just a normal affinity, it is pretty easy to get something like a passive 90% multiplier, on your business. Level 3 here basically costs 2 million diamonds, and essence cost is like 50 essences. So it's not crazy to be able to get a 90% bonus now.
Yeah, I totally agree. When it was the first time that they did the bonuses, yeah, it was like it was more of a new thing. That's why I wanted to sell them while they were hot too. Because like things died down.
Oh, exactly.
The hype kind of like died down.
Yeah, I think I ended up selling some for like close to like 20K vouchers. I'm like, this is great. I'll just keep selling these. I don't want them. Especially because like, once we found out that once you imbue the business with an element, you can't merge the businesses to increase quality unless they have the same element. which I really hope they reverse. Like, that makes zero sense to me. The only reason it sort of makes any sense is to protect a business such as, like, say if you were doing on like a cyber bazaar, right? And you had a cyber bazaar that was lower in prestige level, but already had the element on it, and you accidentally merged the elemental business with the higher prestige cyber bazaar or whatever, and you lose those elements. Like, I could see it being the reverse, basically, of what they're forcing us to do, is that you cannot merge and lose an elemental business, right? But making us have to use the same element is kind of annoying, right? Because it's sort of like, okay, so now I have to like merge up a business, and before I can even attempt to merge it with my main business that has an element on it, now I have to spend another 50 million diamonds and 5 essences just to be able to make it the same element, then to attempt to merge. And we all know merging in ManeCity is, like, I wouldn't even want to say a coin flip. It's more of like a 1 in 10 chance you're going to succeed. So it's like you do all that work and then it fails anyways. And it's like, well, that was expensive. And,
Yeah. That was such a disappointment for reals.
Yeah. So I hope they do realize it's like, okay, you can merge a neutral business, right, with an elemental business, but you can't merge an elemental business and have it be burnt for a non-elemental business. In that case, it should merge the two together, and that one becomes that element.
Yeah, because you already have the element in one business. So
Exactly.
yeah, I totally agree. Hopefully they'll take that it's like a restriction. It's pretty much a restriction.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll take that after. Unnecessary.
I think so. I think it's kind of an unnecessary restriction. But I mean, in the overall sense, like, these elemental businesses are 100% just about another outlet for us to spend diamonds on, right? And I don't know, like, I'm still not sold on it. I know you're also sort of in the camp of like, why would I, put this element on my business to then be restricted on merging, especially because we don't have enough of the essences in the, well, there probably is if you went and swept the market and bought all of one type. Like, you could probably get to like element 4, maybe element 5 level, but you're not getting up to like the full level, right? So you're not going to get a 450% multiplier, which is like what, a lightning boost. So I'd rather just spend the diamonds on a lightning boost, especially because like they also increased, and this is one of the bigger things that I think is kind of dumb. Like, I already thought it was expensive, right? Like, it was like close to 13 billion diamonds to get to level 10, and now they just pushed it up to, I think it's like 26. Let me just check. Yeah, 26.65 billion diamonds. Like, that's a lot of diamonds to get to level 10.
To get to the... I'm looking here. It says diamond costs 12 billion, doesn't it?
Yeah, so you have to add them all up, right? So switch just back over. So originally, if we scroll over to my old numbers, you had 12.9 billion is what it would have cost diamond-wise for the total diamond cost to get to level 10. And it cost 2,730 essences. Now the essences stayed the same. It's still 2,730 essence. But because they changed level 6 from 750 million originally, now they put it up to 1 billion. And then the final level is 12 billion diamonds. The total cost comes out to like 26.65 billion. I know if you're looking at my screen right now, my numbers look like kind of weird, but it's just because I did a lazy formula and didn't put the billions in, and then just drop billions and millions beside for the number count. But that's what it comes out to, basically 26.5 billion diamonds, which is absolutely mind-boggling, especially because like I have that much accumulated now after like, a couple of months almost of like collecting diamonds and stuff like that. So that's a long time to be able to like wait to be able to get up to that amount of diamonds just to be able to get to level 10. And I still think 450 is not worth it in the context of like how many diamonds you're going to spend. Like that's a lot of boosters, like a lot. So I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Not with the current mechanics, because the only thing I can think of is they've already increased our diamond production when they introduced the regions. So unless they increase our diamond production when they introduce resources, we start making a higher diamond cost, then that would probably justify all that. But other than that, it's kind of like it seems kind of like before to get the Lord of the Lands, it was like impossible until they increased the diamond production. So that's the only, not even, it's like a hope at this point that they'll do something like that in order for those things to be reachable, right?
Yeah, and that's where, like, you know, if they bring out the expeditions and exploration and stuff like that, and, you know, you're out in the wilds or whatever, who knows what the actual gameplay mechanics and stuff is going to be. I still hope that it's going to be something a little bit more interactive that allows us to take control of our avatar and go and do stuff. But regardless of what it comes out to be, I'm hoping that there's prizes or rewards that we get, you know, one being like essences. There could also be like gear, so you can equip gear, better weapons, you know, like better armor, stuff like that, that actually affect your avatar and his success when he goes out and does these activities. And then there also needs to be things like, you know, these diamonds, right? Like he can come back with 10 billion diamonds, right? And it's like, okay, now it makes sense. Like I will start using these diamonds because I just hit a mad jackpot, like not the jackpot of like 700 million. Like I just hit 10 billion diamonds or something on this expedition, right? So
yes, sir. Yeah.
I'm diamond rich. Like I'm just going to spend them on boosters and this and that, right? So then that would make sense. Yeah.
Now we can start imbuing.
Yeah, exactly. That's when it might make sense. So we'll see if that's what they do. I mean, I'm kind of hopeful that either they lower the cost of imbuing, I think would be the better route, instead of increasing the diamond output, because I already think we're diamond saturated at this point in the game. You know, you can see it in the market, right? Like there's so many like normally decent quality businesses, like, sorry, not quality, like tier, right? Like you can go and look in the market and there's like things at prestige 200 and they're like 150k vouchers, right? Like and they're legendaries or epics, and it's like, holy, like why are these like under 200k vouchers? Like, well, the reason why is because there's too many diamonds.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Right. So people still pay, right? For example, like I was looking, there was a what was it, P250-ish or something like that arcade for like 140. I think it was 140, 160, something like that, K vouchers. It was a quality one arcade, but then you look at like the base level or the base cost of an arcade, and it's still like 30, 40k vouchers just for a P0, right? So it's like the quality increase there only cost 100, and there's a lot of diamonds when it comes to costing out that or leveling up an arcade. So yeah, it was just kind of like, you know, people aren't buying it. There's too many diamonds. People are trying to sell stuff, and so I mean that's where we need to get into like the mobile stuff and get more people interested in playing the game.
Yeah, that's so true. We need more people in the market.
Yeah.
Because now people are buying Division 1 businesses, kinda, right?
Yep.
The P289s dropped quite a lot because people are reaching Division 1 now.
Yeah. P289s are so cheap. But I mean, that's the nature of the game, right? There's a lot of people that can make those and sell them, and just not enough buyers at the moment. So once we get, you know, a larger player base, that's when hopefully, you know, people will start, you know, purchasing this stuff, especially if you're able to, you know, farm these essences and sell them, right? Like say even if it goes to like 100 essences for like 5K vouchers, but you're able to, mine that a couple days a week or something like that and sell it. So, every couple weeks you're making like 100K vouchers or something, and you can put that into the market and people spend it. So we'll see what happens. I'm just, big thing is that next expansion, they need to hurry up with this roadmap, which we'll talk about in a bit.
That's right.
But
I think mobile is gonna have to do the trick.
Yeah, I hope so. So other than that, essences, I'm kind of disappointed they weren't new businesses. I'm glad though that they didn't like roll random essences for all of our existing businesses and then us getting stuck with a bunch of terrible elements that we don't want on our business. So it's kind of nice that we get the choice of how to do it. But my final thought, I guess, is like I'm still not going to use it. Not right now. Not normal mode. Not until they give us real incentive to. How about yourself?
Yeah, no, I'd rather spend those diamonds trying to reach quality 10 on my bazaar in my record.
Yeah.
Once I reach I'm only 2 qualities away, and once I reach quality 10, then I would definitely be committed to imbue one of the businesses.
Yeah, but then you got the hard choice of like which element do you choose, right? It's like because you can't undo it, right? So now you've put all this work into getting this business up to quality 10, and it's like what element are you going to put on it? At that point, it's almost like you got to put like one of the primordial elements on it, even if you don't have a primordial land, just because you get that extra little bit of a bonus from it. So.
That's what I would do. And of course, I would have to do the storm because it's the Dark Lion one.
Yeah, there you go.
I feel like that's the void. That's the void one. So I would use the storm one.
Get the fractured throne.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think it's a cool element. I was happy that we got a lot of essences to play around with during the competition. And I'm looking forward to seeing how people can develop strategies around using these essences in the competitions. So it'll be kind of cool to see how it all goes down.
Yeah. Other than that, I totally agree with you. It was, I think it would have been cool to open up businesses from blueprints already with essences in them. But that wasn't the case, and that's all right. We'll just move along with what the game does, and I'm just happy again for any updates that the game has. So I'm happy there's something new.
Yes, it was nice that they finally introduced something new to the game for us to at least play around with and kind of dig in and understand. So, hint, that's going to be some of the questions for the next ManeCity trivia once we hold another one with the crazy monsters. So keep your eyes out for that. That should be coming soon. So I was just sort of waiting on this to get figured out so we could include it.
All right, I'm going to have to put it on my studying time.
Put it on the study time. Memorize those charts that I showed earlier.
Yeah, there you go.
Hint, right? But yeah, so I guess let's move on to the Conqueror Skins. So we've got 2 of them already introduced. Let me just hop over into the screen recording, and we can show off. Actually, I guess we'll talk a little bit about the other game updates here first before we really get into it, and then that way I can close out this tab too. So we've got with the business elements or elemental businesses being unleashed. We also had like a new business menu, so that was kind of cool. Took a little bit of use to get adjusted to this new layout of how they've put all the information. But it does look more mobile friendly. So hopefully that's a good little hint that things are getting closer to release. And we also had Crypto Ocean's Pride Record for the Conqueror skin be released. So this was the first of the 4 originally released skins for major Conqueror what do you want to call it? Milestones, I guess, right? These are big milestones that have been accomplished by these specific individuals. So what they did was create a skin based off of the lion that they typically use. So that was cool. And then we also had Synthtopia finally joining the battlefield. I didn't know if they were ever going to, but I'm happy that they finally did join. Unfortunately, they do not unlock the Synthtopia skin for the Felice Cineplex, but they at least provide some bonuses. So let me just flip over. We can take a look at what they actually do. So we've got the increase in cash income bonus. So that's nice. Everybody's looking for an increase in cash. We've also got reduction in the cooldowns, as well as a reduction in the attack costs. So that's sort of what we got. Let's just take a quick little look at the video that they've also put together, and then we can move on.
Okay.
All right, so a little graphic that they had put together. So yeah, welcome Synthtopia Synthetics. So hopefully everybody's got one of them. I mean, it feels like forever ago that this minted, right? What was it, like some had to have been like springtime, I feel like it's almost been like 8 months ago.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a long time. But yeah, I'm glad that they're finally in the game. I do see the difference on my attacks. I can attack a lot more frequently, and yeah, like you said, I wish that we should be able to like unlock some of the skins with the NFTs. But we'll just go with whatever contracts they're dealing over there.
Well, that's it, right? We don't know what the behind the scenes is what's going on behind the scenes there. So we're sort of just limited to, their own timelines. Now, one thing I will note, now that they have joined, that's been 2 Void members joining in a row. So we should be due for a couple of Legion members anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about the Matt Hair?
Yeah. So they still haven't minted. That's the Jack and Jill collection, I believe.
Yes, there you go.
And then there's also the Wolfies, right, from Wolf Swap. Right, so if you take a look at the graphic in the background, you can't really see Mary at the moment. He's kind of hidden behind the text there, but you got the Dark Lion. We've got the Crazy Monster. We've got the Cows Gone Mad, and we've got the Synthetics from Synthtopia. And then on the left side here, we've got the Loaded Lion, the Cyber Cubs. We've got the Cretan Monks, and we've got Ishin, and then there's the Wolf there, which should be the Wolfies, I believe. So they likely will be the next one. I'm not holding my breath though. Don't hold me to it either. But I would believe that the Wolfies might be the next collection, if that is the collection that's joining. I don't know. I haven't really been keeping up on their project. I do have 2 of them that I minted, but that's about it.
Yeah, I think I have 2 as well. But we'll see. Yeah, the Legion should be next, right? To have a collection joining.
Yes, yeah, I would think so. So Legion, which I'm still kind of surprised that the Cows Gone Mad got introduced as soon after their mint as they did compared to the Synthetics. But like you said, we don't know what's going on in the background, so could have been some other stuff going on. But yeah, we might as well continue with the Conqueror skins, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
What do you think of these skins? Do you think they're interesting at all to you? I mean, I'm not gonna buy them.
Yeah.
But they look cool.
Yeah, they look very nice. Also, shout out to Crypto Diamond. He posted a picture of his land with his skin on them. Looks pretty nice. Yeah, I mean they look very nice, but for the amount of vouchers that they cost and the bonus that they provide, I think I'll sit this one out until they come out with some sort of I don't know, maybe decreasing the cost or being able to win them somehow, maybe through the competitions. That would be kind of cool. I wonder if they made Crypto Diamond pay for his own skin or if they airdropped them to him.
Yeah, actually, I'm kind of curious. I should have reached out to see. So, I mean, if he ever watches this, Crypto Diamond, drop down in the comments below if you got your own skin for free or if you had to pay for it. I'm curious. I got them all up though.
Yeah.
Here's the prices on them. 50K pretty much across the board so far for these other skins. But let me get back over to it here. So, I mean, I like Crypto Ocean's Pride record. I think it looks really cool with the crown on the top that matches his lion, right? And sort of looks like, I don't know, it kind of looks like a tropical oasis sort of thing. So I like it. Looks really cool, definitely. We can take a quick look too at Crypto Diamond's Cool Cat. So it is giving 2% cash bonus for your Cool Cat Lounge. I mean, nothing crazy, but nice little booster, right? And then
Yeah, I like the big old diamond at the very top.
yeah, he's got the, what is it, 6 diamonds or 5? 1, 2, 3,
Let's see,
4,
1,
5.
2,
5 of them.
5. Yeah.
But yeah, that's a big diamond on the top there.
Yeah, and
Couple.
he always he puts his lightning boost on his cool cats.
Yeah, just scroll down. That's the first picture of the cat, just the lightning coming out of its paws. But yeah, no, pretty cool looking skin as well with the, I mean, Crypto Diamond, right? Big old diamond and the gold color for his gold lion that he's got. So pretty cool. We've also got the Conqueror skin. So the first skin from Crypto Ocean, this was for taking rank 1 in World Series 1. So Crypto Ocean was the best player for that series. Then Crypto Diamonds was for being the first person to get the Mogul of ManeCity achievement, effectively being the first person to Division 1. He made it there before divisions were even a thing. So they ended up introducing divisions so people could continue to climb. Then we've got the Conqueror skin for the Barbary Gym. This also goes to Crypto Ocean. He is the one that dominated World Series 2. So congratulations to him on that as well. So his skins kind of looks like a yacht sort of thing, kind of cool. Will look kind of nice paired up with his other one, I think, side by side, little waterway, and then into the waterway you got your big pool for your yacht, so they could almost like meet up together. Be kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then the last one goes to Meta. This is the Division 2. He was the first person to hit Division 2, so they are giving a Leo & Co. Conqueror skin out for that. So big congratulations to him on that. I know he's held rank 1 for basically like almost a year, I think it was, which we'll get into some discussion around that. But that's basically what we got for the Conqueror skins. Very cool looking. I mean, I kind of wish, they would give out the ones like the World Series 1 and World Series 2 to people that participated in those competitions, right? I think that would be just a kind of cool retroactive reward for everybody. And then also, I think the skins for Crypto Diamond and also Metas should be rewarded when you hit those milestones. But again, of course, you could buy them too if you wanted to get them early, but I think it would be cool. Like when you hit Division 2, you unlock Meta's skin. Right, I think that would be a cool way to actually immortalize them, right? Because as of right now, they're just a skin that people could purchase, right? But getting them for unlocking a specific achievement or milestone in the game, I think would be 100 times more meaningful than just paying 50K vouchers.
Yeah, that's a great idea. And yeah, you could pay for them if you want to get them sooner, just kind of like you would pay for a business before you reach that prestige, or you can just get to that level and win them, and that would be a great idea. Because it would actually become part of the achievements of the game. So yeah, that would hopefully the devs, Nix, if you're listening, those will be some great rewards, great goals to
Yeah.
unlock some
Especially,
skins to be unlockable.
especially because it would be a great reward for people that have been here, have been helping out form this game through our feedback, especially because like we're the people that have played World Series 1 and World Series 2, right? So to be able to
Hmm.
reward us with something like that newer players can't participate in, right? So they would either have to buy it. I would almost be in favor of it just not being accessible. Like those World Series and those competition ones should be exclusive for the people that participated in it. I think that would be the coolest route to go, because then it's like, thank you guys for actually being here, participating, giving feedback, playing the game so that we can see how it's working and everything. And it's a one-time thing. Just like the daily calendar, which we'll get into next. But if you missed the Ghostly Cottage, I think it's called, you can't get it. Right? There's no way to get it. You had to unlock it via November or
The Halloween one.
October's. The October daily rewards. So
Yeah, that's true. And that would actually, yeah, it's a good idea if it could be like exclusive, or like that would kind of like justify the 150 for the Sokembara Lagoon, for the Capybara one. If they want to make them expensive, then yeah, make a, like give them. But yeah, I also like the idea of just exclusivity. Like the only way of getting them is like OG status. Like it would really symbolize the appreciation for yeah, like you said, we're the ones that are shaping the game. The feedback, a lot of the feedback that is being given by the players has been implemented. Every time we have videos and podcasts, we're always promoting the feedback channel in the Discord, because
mhm.
they do read it, they do use it. So yeah, I totally agree. Just having an exclusive skin as an appreciation to the OGs will be even better than those blueprints that we never got.
Yeah, exactly. I'd be happy. I would drop the blueprint issue in a heartbeat if they gave me 2 free skins for participating in World Series 1 and World Series 2. Obviously, though, that's
There
gonna
you go.
open up and people will be like, "Oh, well, if it's 100% exclusive, that's unfair." So, I mean, at that point, then whatever. I guess you can still buy it. But yeah, speaking of exclusive stuff, so I brought up,
Mhm.
thanks Gary Pug, shout out, for capturing the initial Christmas daily bonuses and what we have in store for us. So on the final day, we will be getting another exclusive skin, only unlockable by completing the daily rewards. So make sure you've been doing your daily rewards. I know it's a little bit late. We're already on day 18. I think I'm 1 day behind because I missed one of the gold days, but you should be able to miss 2 or 3 across the calendar here and still be able to unlock it. Now, one thing I wanted to point out that I find really weird is with this update that they did for the elemental businesses and whatnot. So you can see initially they did show you at the bottom what you were getting in regards to like how many diamonds, how many defenses, how many hours of gold it was. If we go and take a look at my rewards calendar now, they for some reason dropped this information. And to me, I think it was kind of a dumb idea. Why bother getting rid of that information? I don't know if it's a bug that happened when they were doing an update or what, but I do hope in the future they are going to bring back that information. Because honestly, this makes no sense. Like, why get rid of that? Like, it's not like it's that secretive, right? But I mean, do you have a reason why you think they did this?
No, I really don't. Like I'm looking at the calendars too myself, and I'm trying to see anything that might be different. But no, they literally just took off the information, and yeah, I don't see what the problem was with letting us know how
Yeah,
many diamonds, how many defenses, how many attacks. So
right.
weird.
It is strange.
Yeah, but
But hey, at least we got
yeah.
Gary Pug's screenshot. I think there's also another screenshot that the Loaded Lions did to even show it themselves. So you can still see based on like this graphic, but going into January, we won't have any insight into what is actually being divvied out. So hopefully they reverse that change. I don't see any reason why they should have done anything to hide or obscure what the actual amount coming from that bonus day or the daily reward is. It just doesn't make any sense to me. But again, I mean, some of the changes don't make sense to me sometimes. Like, well, that is what it is, right?
Yeah, I mean, who's sitting in these meetings like, yo, we gotta take this info out. We're giving them too much.
Yeah.
It's like, really?
Yeah, they're planning
making
around.
this
It's an hour and
decision.
5 or an hour and a half of gold. You can't be telling them it's an hour and a half of gold.
Right?
Whatever. Who knows?
Yeah, no,
Go
that
for
was
it.
I used to like miss them on the go, especially the gold days, right? Trying to like wait to the very last until you're making more gold so you can claim more.
Yeah.
I would just miss the whole day, but
Stack up
yeah,
those
for this-
bonuses and then you forget.
yeah, yeah. But this month I really want that skin, so I'm just whatever. Whenever I see it, I log in, I upgrade as much as I can afford, spend all my cash, and then I claim it, and then that's it. I don't gotta worry about it.
Yeah.
Because to unlock that last skin, I did have to pay the 40 because I was 1 day behind, so I actually had to pay. So it cost me 40 vouchers. That stupid skin.
But hey, at least you have it. And, some people missed out on it, which sucks that, there's not an easier way to catch up. Like, I think 40K vouchers to catch up in a day is way too expensive. It should be like 5, maybe 10 at the most or something. But it's not like these bonuses are like groundbreaking, right? Like you catch up and it's 10 or 100 or 80 million diamonds or 100 million diamonds or whatever the amount might be. Here, the last 25 day or day 25, the last diamond day is 80 million diamonds, right? Like it's not like it's that crazy. So like paying 10K vouchers, not a big deal. It's not like it's breaking the game. But, to pay 40 just to catch up, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that is. But
I guess it makes you want to
That's
play daily.
amazing.
Make sure you don't mess up.
yeah, right. Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to unlocking this home sweet hut again.
Same here. I think it'll look cool. It's for the diner, right? So we've got that, and then is it this one? Okay, so here's the 2 skins. Let me just click. So you got the Christmas business skins. We've got the home sweet hut, and then this is the paid skin. So this is the one you can get for free. This is the paid skin. So what are they called? The Santa's Pride Mansion. Let me just bring that one up here. So this is purchasable now for 50K, as you saw earlier. It is on the Flavortown Diner, and it gives you a 1.5% cash bonus. So I'm curious as to what that'll be now. Like let me go back to the.
It says where do you read 1.5 on the YouTube? Because here I'm looking at the game on the market, and on the market it says 2.5% skin bonus.
Oh, okay. So maybe they messed. I was looking at their X post that they posted, and it said that it was 1.5 cash bonus.
Oh, okay. So we caught an error on their post.
Yeah, and it's not even in their playbook as usual. So probably then the free skin, like last time, is going to be the 1.5, and the nightmare, the paid one, which is this Santa's Pride Mansion or whatever, will be 2.5. Just like with the Nightmare Mansion, it was 2.5 for the Panthera and 1.5 for the Ghostly Cottage, which is your free one that you get from the daily rewards.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
An extra percent could you pay for it?
Yeah, so they must have just messed up on the percentage there. It is what it is. But that's once they add it to the playbook, I guess we'll know for sure. But you did say inside of the market you could see the skins values. So let me just bring that up. Yeah, so it does say 2.5. Interesting.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Right?
I mean, it looks cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I really like it.
Yeah, big Santa.
I love Christmas.
Santa lion there with a little sleigh.
Yeah.
Looks cool.
And it's for the diner, you said? Oh yeah, the diner.
Yep, for the diner. And then
So yeah, if you have the combo, the business combo, that'll be nice. The cool cat next to the diner, you can have both skins on it. So that should be pretty cool.
yeah, soon. What are they missing then? So I mean, the Leo and Co. Once Meta's got his on it, we've got the gym. So Cyber Bazaar is like pretty much the Cyber Bazaar and the arcade and Museo
Are missing.
are the only ones missing so far. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm excited. I'm hoping that the Museo is going to be one of the ones that you get in the daily. So I like using my Museo. But I mean, hopefully eventually they get to a point where these daily reward calendars, we're going to have basically a free skin for a business from the daily reward calendar, right? Like, you know, maybe they'll do a New Year's one, right, for January, and then February, like you're saying, like a Valentine's Day themed one or something. And, you know, March could be a Easter themed one, right, with a bunny and stuff like that. You know, maybe to preclude the introduction of the Jack and Jill, right? Because they're rabbits as well. So something, I don't know.
Oh yeah,
do anything
for Easter. Yeah, I think that's like the best incentive for people to log in daily, knowing that at the end of the calendar there's a skin.
Yes, and especially once it becomes on the mobile, it's going to be a lot easier. You just log in, you can get that. Right now, being tied to the computer still is a bit of a challenge. I know, but and I know I believe Papa Bigfoot, he's been pretty vocal about it, being like, you know, if I've got, you know, 3 or 4 days worth of offline income collection, right? Why can't I also have, you know, a couple of days of, you know, bypassing the paid part on the calendar, right? It's like, okay, you've collected 3 days worth of income. You can also collect 3 days of the reward calendar. I think that would be a good introduction, because it does hurt people that, you know, have a job where it's like, I can't be on the computer daily.
Yeah, like you said, if it was mobile, it would be different, because we all, you know, have at least 5 minutes that we could go and log in and tap the daily. So I totally agree with Papa about the backpacks. It would also increase the value of the backpacks, knowing that you don't have to log in. It avoids you, and you still collect your dailies.
Yeah,
that would be a great improvement to the NFT usage and the value.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we'll see what comes out from it. But I guess the final part here, right, is the other Conqueror skins that are coming up and available up for grabs. So we've got 3 other ones that people can strive to attain and be the owner of. So the next competition is the mid-season mini world season championship is what they're calling it. So there will be a skin available for the top player during that competition. And then just like with World Series 1 and 2, there will also be the World Series 3 champion skin available for that. And then there's the first tycoon to reach Division 3. So let me just play this little GIF here so you can see these are the 4 that are available now. And then we've got the mid-season champion, the World Series 3 champion, and then we've also got first tycoon to reach Division 3. Is that going to be you? You're going to make it to see Division 3 first?
Yeah, I don't think so.
No.
Hey, but maybe I can come on top on the mid season.
Yeah, hey, anybody could.
Right,
You never know, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah, just when we thought that Meta had it on lock for Division 3, we see Hacker taking the number 1 spot. So you never know.
I mean, might as well just roll into the community updates, right? So I don't really think we have much else to say about the skins. I mean, most of them I won't be attaining, but it'd be kind of cool to see some of these Conqueror skins given out as part of the prizes. But yeah, community updates. So like you hinted to here, congratulations, FFTB hacker. Future favors the brave, I'm assuming is what that is. He did take rank 1, so he's flying along here. Meta, has lapped me. So congratulations on that, Meta, for lapping me before you did get overtaken. But Meta did hold rank 1 for like a whole year. I think just shy of a full year, really. So congratulations, Meta. That's impressive. You held up. And you definitely forged a path for most of these players to even get to where they are right now, right? So that's, very impressive, especially holding down the job you are and, doing everything you can to still try to stay competitive. So, but yeah, congratulations to FFTB Hacker for taking rank 1. And he also won the last competition, right? So putting that 10% ranking bonus to use right away.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to Hacker. He's committed to the game and it's showing. I also agree with you. Shout out to Meta for just being such of a great player and just straight out showing what's capable of pushing the boundaries, right, of some of these competitions, prestige level that he gets to.
Yeah,
it's quite insane. So shout out to Meta for holding it down.
That's it. Yeah. Even now, still, really, like, there's not a player that's not following the path that he already set, right? Like he knows the game better than pretty much anybody, if you ask me. Like, he's really good at the game. He can definitely put up rank 1, no problem, if he wants to in a competition. Maybe not no problem, right? I think there's becoming some good competition for him, like even Darklos, FTB Hacker. They're all, up there with very well-defined understanding of how this game works, way past what I even could imagine. So all of them are definitely commended for their efforts. And it'll be interesting to see if anybody else turns on the heat here, or if at this point, FFTB, let's switch back to the screen recording here, but he's got a pretty solid lead. He's moving fast.
He's on the move.
Oh yeah.
I just put it on the leaderboard, and he was out for like 3 minutes. He wasn't there. Meta was on number 1, but then he's back on. So I guess he did a little drop down trick.
Now the only thing I will say is he does drop down and hits players that are active, which I kind of disagree with. But that's how he's moving as fast as he is. He keeps his diamond combos on, right? So he's always generating combo diamond gen, whereas I know Meta plays very ethically. But I guess that's where the nice guy finishes last at this point, right? So
right, yeah, that's where cutting corners help out,
Yeah, so as he drops down, I know that he's been called out a few times in the Discord being like, why are you dropping down 2,000 ranks to hit me? Right? And there's active players calling him out. It's part of the game, but I also, I play emptied basically. I don't have any diamond combos going. So to me, it's sort of like, you could, at this point, play without the diamond gen. You took rank 1, now try to lead, play a little more ethically, help the newer players, but it is what it is. Everybody's got their own play style, so you can't really knock them for it.
ManeCity, it's a free country.
Exactly.
As long as it's within the game rules and you're not hacking or you're not, if it's allowed by the game, he's not doing anything out of the ordinary. It was just like you said, we all have different styles. It'll be nice if everybody. You said it perfectly. That's where nice guys finish last. So I couldn't have said it better. That's when cutting corners get you a little bit ahead.
Yeah, you just get that extra diamond boost, and plus, chances are he's on the computer quite a bit. I've caught him dropping down too, and so he's definitely, actively playing for at least like 8 to 10 hours a day to be doing what he's doing. So, I got burnt out. I'm burnt out from doing it. I'm contemplating resetting up my lands and putting business combos just because, like, I mean, I haven't really been playing drop down. Like, I'll do it for a couple hours and then just be like, I'm just going to watch TV. I'm exhausted. I don't feel like doing this. So I might just switch over and start generating diamonds again. But I've secured myself a position in the top 50. So until I feel that that's threatened, I don't feel much pressure.
Yeah, top 25. You're now 24. Congratulations. You overtook Crypto Ocean. So I can see why you that could get you tired. Yeah, I'm not even doing I'm only hitting the people that are at the 5 people that I am when I drop to 0. Because keep going with the cook hat and just keep going after it is exhausting. I'd rather just hit those 5 people in one day and then just come back the next day and just hit them again. But yeah, congratulations on you moving really fast too. Like you were just talking about that. It's not just dropping down; it's also like moving up all your cook hats or every businesses that you need for requirements. Like it seems like it's just prestiging up or just buying a prestige or whatever. But even if you don't, just having to keep up with the requirements, it's
that's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
It is.
Yeah.
Right.
It's time consuming. It's a lot of clicks.
Yeah, especially because like if you refuse like myself to use the max button, then you're sitting there and like leveling up a cool cap from 1 to 126, right? At this point, just to be able to get it caught up. So what I'll do a lot of times is like if I'm watching TV with my girlfriend, I'll just sort of sit there and watch the TV, but also like just level up a cool cat and just sit there and just pound through the levels while I'm watching something. That's about the easiest way I found to like sort of passively level yourself up.
Yeah.
At least you're
started
doing
doing something like that too.
Yeah, you just watching something else, right? Just watch or talk. And I mean, it takes no brain power to sit there and click 100x until you can't anymore and then click the 1x's, right?
Yeah. When it comes to that, and what I've been doing too is that I'm on 46. Prestige 46 on Division 1. So what I've been doing is I'm bringing up some other cool cats to at least Prestige 20, like 3 or 4 to Prestige 20, and so that at least I don't have to do the whole 40 something,
Yeah, that's what I usually try to, like I talked about in some of my other videos, just keep some like prestige requirement businesses on deck. Like let me see, I probably have, if we go and I'll check out my game right now, I think I have 4 of them sort of ready to go. So like I'm P126 right now. But yeah, if we scroll down, probably too far. There we go. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 10 at P0 that I need to level up. And then I've got 1, 2, 3 more at 125. So ready to basically go because I'm at 126. So every time I get to like the next 5 increment, I'll put the ones down that are prestige requirements, sort of level them up. So like when I hit P31, like 131, I'll put down these ones and level them up to 130. And then that way they're ready to go when I need them. And then when I hit 136, I'll put them down, level them up to 135. That way they're just like right there, right? Ready to go. It's like, oh man, I need a new one, put it down, level it up a couple prestiges. Then I'm meeting prestige requirements. Instead of being like, oh man, now I'm tempted. If I have to level one from P0 or even like P289 Division 0, and level it all the way up to, 150 or something like that. It's just like, okay, max button. I'm done with this. Right? So I try to limit the temptation to use the max button by sort of keeping a couple businesses ready to meet prestige requirements.
Yeah, I had to learn the hard way. But yeah, that's what, because to get to Division 1, I bought a lot of the businesses. I bought a lot of P289. So for a while, I didn't have to deal with that. But here, now that I got a good rhythm of a good businesses and I'm moving at a good pace, I'm realizing problem of success of not having enough cool cats to meet prestige. So yeah, definitely it's helpful to just keep some around.
Yeah, and that's where I'm like trying to debate. It's like, do I want to even like work with gyms, or do I just like abandon all my gyms and abandon all of my diners and just like purely go cool cats, right? And just that's all I'm gonna focus on is just cool cats and try to get like 85 to 90 of them basically to meet my prestige requirements. I think that's sort of the way I'm leaning. That way I can still move faster because they are a lot less time consuming to level up. So
Yeah. Yeah, even the hundreds, you just go 100, 100, 100, 100, and then use 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
yeah,
Other
exactly.
ones you have to use at tens, right? In
Exactly.
between.
And that's where it's like my order goes like cool cats and then it's probably diners because it has one less 10x that you need to hit. Because it only goes to 590 instead of 600. But yeah, the cool cats are so much easier. Just 6 100x's and then 9 1x's and you're good to go.
Yeah, so I guess this is where the skins kind of come into play so that we're, it just, since we, have a skin, I guess we could use those businesses. We might be most likely to use another business. But again, it goes to how we were playing the style that we were playing before on Division Zero, that we were more about the looks of the city than speed. So yeah, everybody has different goals at different times. For now, I think I'll keep my diners just because of the combos. While I'm upgrading them all, I'm putting the combos next to each other. But I can see what you're saying about the cool cats, and yeah, I'll probably be leaving. I was actually thinking of selling some of those diners and just replacing them by cool cats. So that's
Yeah,
another option to just sell
I don't
some
know
of
if I
those
would
diners.
sell them. I mean, honestly, I think my problem is it's just like I just don't see the point at the market level right now, right? I know people will be like, oh, well, like, you sell it and you still get like, 15 crow or something like that. And it's like, yeah, but like, I mean, I had this business for like 2 years. I don't want to just like abandon it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, huh? A lot of diamonds, a lot of.
Yeah. Sentimental value. I'm going to keep it because like really what's 15 crow to me over just being like, well, I could set up a business combo and, one day if I ever do, or, especially in the future, right? If they ever do get to a point where it's like a virtual reality where we're able to walk around and visit each other's cities, then I'm going to be placing all my businesses back down and making a city that I think looks cool, right? And I'm going to want diners, and I'm not going to want P10 diners. I'm going to want the, at least max level Division 0 diners that I have. So I'll place them down and make it sort of a cool looking city, right? But again, as of right now, because of the meta change, I mean, I don't want to call it a meta change. It's basically a meta status at this point, right? Because like it changed when they did the lowest income point, and then they changed it back to the old meta where it's just like have like 4 or 5 really good businesses and the rest are just cool cats, right? Like there's no reason to have anything significant. You just need a couple of businesses that generate your gold, and that's how you move fast. Just drop down, attack, boost, and then once you need to do your cool cats, put them on your land, level them up, take them all off. You're good to go for the next prestige.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, you do have a point about there's also times where we've seen times where blueprints go down. I mean, well, especially we can't even use the blueprints as prices anymore because how much they flooded the market with having at every level 7 blueprints. But there were times where the businesses were more valuable. So there is a chance that in the future, whether it's by getting new players through the mobile app or finding a way to maybe decrease the blueprints, maybe I'm hopeful that the market will be more active again, and it will be a wise decision to hold on and not just sell everything when it's kind of like a bear market right now in ManeCity. But we've seen it bounce back, so hopefully with new mechanics, with the mobile, hopefully we'll see a bounce back. That's the plan, right?
Yeah, exactly. Maybe we'll get more into that in the speculation. Yeah, so let's just finish off the community updates real quick. So something that just recently got announced is they are putting out another line of merch. So let's just take a quick watch of this video. and then we can discuss it. So I think they look cool. I mean, what are your thoughts on the designs and stuff? I mean, we can't really take a look at them on the website quite yet, I don't think. But I don't know. I mean, the video is kind of cool.
Yeah, I like that. I think where it says loaded lions, it looks like the stitching of it is like 3D. It looks like it's kind of like sticking out.
Yeah, it's like embossed
So
on
I
it,
thought it
right? So yeah, it is like popping out off of it. I think that looks cool.
Yeah.
The other thing
I
I'm
think
kind of
that's really
disappointed
cool.
is it looks like black is for dark lions and white is for loaded lions, right? And
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like, but I hate white. I hate wearing white clothes because like I'm like 95% sure that it'll have a stain on it in like the first hour of wearing it. Like it's just how it happens, right? It's just like it's like, oh man.
Yeah.
Just don't eat
White is so
any
high
spaghetti with
maintenance.
it.
Yeah, white is so high maintenance.
Yeah, no, I'm not a white clothing type person, so I don't know. I'm probably gonna just not. I won't buy any. I don't think. I mean, it'd be kind of nice if it was like a way for, like they did the hoodies back after the mint of the loaded lions, right? It'd kind of be nice if they did another line for dark lions and loaded lions that are hoodies. But it doesn't sound like that's coming anytime soon. So, and I mean, I don't have any interest in having something like this. Oh, excuse me. I like the black lions in black. I thought that was a cool drop with the NFT. Because at least you got an NFT out of it, right? And then you got whatever piece of merch that you purchased. But I mean, it would kind of be cool if they did NFTs as well for this. I know they are limited. I think like about like 1,000 hoodies or something like that. So let me see if they have it on there.
Yeah, they're very limited. And I wonder if they're gonna be numbered, kind of like the plushies are.
Yeah, I wonder actually. That'd be kind of cool. I didn't see anything that looked like numbering on it though, unless they put it on the tag. But here we go. So there's two types of tees: the loaded lion, dark lion. So there's 1,000 pieces each. So that's 2,000 t-shirts. There will be 2,800 hoodies, right? So two different ones: loaded lion, dark lion. And then there's two different caps. So then there's going to be 2,000 different ball caps. I mean, if I were to get anything out of these, I'd probably go for a hoodie. But again, if the loaded lion ones are the white ones, I'm definitely not going to buy one.
Yeah, I would go for the black hoodie, if anything.
Yeah. I have nothing against repping dark lion merch either. It's just all about the lion. But yeah, I think they're kind of cool with like the one thing I'll say is like the little claw mark. I think they should have added another claw. I don't. Do you watch basketball at all? This looks a lot like the Toronto Raptors claw mark.
Yes, that's true. I did see that.
Yeah. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, that looks like Raptors merch from Toronto, like just the scratch mark. So I was like, and like when you think about it, it should have been 4, right? Like a lion has 4 claws to scratch something with, opposed to just the 3, like a bird or like a Raptor would have. So interesting aesthetic choice. But I don't know. I'll be interested to see. They do launch on December 22nd, so we don't have to wait too long. I guess this is a Christmas launch, but as to the pricing, do you have any guesses?
I'm not sure about the price. And the 3 claws, I was thinking that it was 3 because we're on season 3, so that's why I thought it was 3 of them.
Maybe.
But I don't know. Maybe. The price. Let's see. How much would I be willing to pay for a Loaded Lion hoodie? I don't know. I'm thinking anywhere between 80 and 120.
Yeah. I was thinking probably we're going to see about 80, maybe between like 60 and 80 bucks for the t-shirt. I was thinking between 100 and 150 for the hoodies. So maybe around that 120, 130 mark. And then the ball caps, I think, would probably go between like 40 and 50 bucks. But again, we'll see, right? Who knows? Chances are the manufacturing costs on these are, probably like, 10 bucks for the tee, 20 bucks for the hoodie, and like $5 for the cap. Who knows? But I don't think they're super expensive. They do say they're high quality though. So, if anybody's listening and you did end up purchasing one, and you've got it already, let us know what you think of the quality down in the comments below. And if you think it was worth it, as well as, maybe drop the price if you don't mind, just in case we do miss it. Because who knows? It could sell out real quick, right? Like, people might really be excited for this. So it is available until sold out. But, it would be nice if there was a discount for Loaded Lions and Dark Lion holders. Again, we'll have to wait and see if that's something they announce. But, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, definitely we'll see. And I think they are going to sell out just because when you put a limited amount on things, it kind of creates that FOMO. Mm-hmm. So I think, and it's Loaded Lions overall, so it's not like it's just ManeCity. But we'll see. There's a lot of Loaded Lions out there. I think I'm going to try to go for a hoodie. I don't like t-shirts because they shrink on me right away. Mm-hmm. Hoodies, to me, they last a little longer. So
I'm wondering if they've already got them manufactured, or if it's like, because like, what if everybody that orders it wants an extra large hoodie, right? Nobody wants a small hoodie, right? Like, is there just going to be like small hoodies are the only ones left? Because like, a lot of people are from America, and chances are they probably want a larger hoodie, right? So be interesting to see. I'm not calling you all fat.
Definitely Americans. Americans need the Big Mac size.
Yeah, need that extra large one, right? I mean, I need it.
Yeah, super size me.
So it'll be interesting to see if they're made to order or if there's like a certain amount already made, right? And it's like, 200 extra or 200 smalls, 200 mediums, 200 larges, 200 extra large, and 200 double XLs or something like that. And that's all they've got. So I don't know. I'll definitely try to take a look at the website when it goes live just to see what the prices are and get an idea of, what the traction and interest in that type of merchandise is. But I don't think it's going to be like a Loaded Lions NFT, right? Like, I don't think it's going to sell out instantly. But I do have a feeling like it probably will sell out in a couple days.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be instantly, but I think, I would definitely want one just because I would want to go to the Crypto.com arena and represent. That's just more than anything why I would want to have a Loaded Lions hoodie, just because the Crypto.com arena is right here.
Yeah. Well, that's why I kind of wish they were doing another free redemption via the NFTs. That would be really cool, just to be able to get one because we're NFT holders. But who knows? Maybe it's coming down in the future, right? Maybe another year from now they'll do something like that. Once they went mobile and they're a little bit bigger, maybe they'll do something as like a, especially like they should be doing one prior to like, isn't there like an official meetup? I think it's in the roadmap, so we can talk about that. But there's like an official meetup in like 2026 or 2027. So be nice if they did another merch giveaway for Loaded Lion holders prior to that meetup.
Yeah, that would be the perfect timing. You're totally right.
Yeah, and then I think the last thing we wanted to talk about was this little giveaway, right, that they did. So we've got, what is it, the elemental themed ManeCity image. So they put down a random image here, the AI generated, well, maybe not for theirs, but with all the different elements, these essence stones, and then ask the community, and you would win 500 million diamonds. So congratulations to D Kimbo. He did win it. And if we take a look at his image here, it's pretty cool looking. Sort of like a wizard kind of guy with all of the essence stones floating around him. So, you know, Kimbo, if you're listening, let us know what you're going to spend those 50 million diamonds on. Probably upgrading one cool cat to Division 1, right?
Oh, yeah, for reals.
That's about all it's good for. But hey, I mean, it's a free upgrade promotion, right? So
Yeah, we'll take it. I'm pretty sure he won't say no to that, to the free diamonds. So congratulations, Kimbo, on that. Yeah, let us know. He did have a land of cool cats. I'm like, look at him. No diners, no gyms, just like you were saying. So
now that's the meta, man.
Yeah,
just cool cats, because they're the easiest to level up, and you just buy a couple big businesses that are already at max prestige, and you just climb right up to that point, right? It's it's the easiest route to go, but it's very boring.
yeah, for reals. Yeah, so shout out to him. That was pretty cool.
Yes, yeah, definitely. Congratulations, cool image, cool little a giveaway that they did. So too bad it wasn't for one of the business skins, but maybe next time. But yeah, so we've got speculation and roadmap. I know we talked a little speculation stuff throughout this, but let's flip over and just take a quick look at the roadmap to get everybody's mind refreshed as to what's going on here. So we've got the Lion economy as one big portion of their roadmap. We've also got the gaming and innovation, and then there's the community and growth aspect. So first, let's just take a look at the Lion economy stuff. So Q1, Q2, we did have the Lion token launch. There was also Lion staking tiers. So that's been completed. There's also some official listings on selected dexes and secs. So, I mean, it's been listed on a bunch of different places, right? I can't really think of any off the top of my head at the moment, but there's been a decent amount of progress on being listed on different exchanges. Now, one thing that they've dropped the ball on is this Lion tiers for NFT boosters. So my assumption was that you could boost by having an NFT in your DeFi wallet for your rewards. And there's also been no integration of Lion into ManeCity. So those are two big things that have been sort of dropped. Now, additional exchange listings have happened, as well as Crypto.com's app and rewards benefits. So you can stake the Lion in like the airdrop, no, not the airdrop arena. What is it? The supercharger. So you can get extra bonuses from that. Yeah. So I don't know if that's what it's referring to or not, but I mean, we'll say yes. So it's sort of complete. So the big one there is it's not integrated into ManeCity, and we still don't have tiers or NFT boosters. Now Q3, Q4, there was supposed to be a Visa card for Lion. That has not happened. There is no Lion DAO or governance framework. Nothing's been introduced. There's also no Loaded Lion and Dark Lion AI agents, and there has been no Lion buyback event. I know I've seen in the Discord people complaining that they're selling quite a bit. So fortunately, no buyback events at all. It's been just selling, which I don't agree with, especially because this entire quarter, not a single thing's been accomplished. So bad look in my eyes, but hopefully they're holding off and maybe hitting us with a lot of this stuff all at once. Moving forward for 2026, 2027, we've got the debit card. So to partner with the Visa card there, we've also got new token utilities, Lion DAO pilot, and a new NFT collection. So as to what that means, hopefully we're not getting a new NFT collection until some of these other milestones have been checked off. And hopefully this is more of a 2027 metric. And then we've got the card promotion expansion and the DAO formation for 2028 and 2029. So that was a little bit about the Lion. What do you think so far?
Yeah, it's kind of. I think what most of us were expecting was for the Lion to be integrated into the game. Again, just because it's all about ManeCity for a lot of us.
Yes.
In the community, that's what the podcast is about. Yeah, I think that's one of the letdowns that we've seen. And I think they were just too ambitious with the roadmap, and now they're seeing, especially when it comes to, there's regulation and stuff like that. So we'll see. We'll see how they keep moving on. But I just wish it was in the game already. But we'll see how they go.
Yeah, exactly. And especially I was excited for these Loaded Lion and Dark Lion AI agents. So I was kind of hoping that was going to be integrated also into the game, something for us to interact with and whatnot. But yeah, we'll see what's happening. Hopefully we get some more progress on the Lion economy. But again, like you said, I think our big focus is this middle tab, which we can go over right now. And that's the gaming and innovation aspect of it. So this is a little bit more catered towards ManeCity. I mean, that's the big game, right? They do mention another game a little bit later on for the later years, but let's just take a look at the this year, 2025, and what they had set out to do, and let's see if they accomplished it. So Q1, Q2, we've got World Series 2 event, so that did happen. We also had the World expansion, so that was the regions and stuff like that coming in. And we also had the Fractured Fates lands, so that was dropped, sold out pretty quickly, and has been integrated as part of that world expansion. There was also AI NPC prototypes. I don't think I've seen anything really in regards to that. Have you?
No. The only thing to an NPC that I've seen, it's on the new tutorial, that little lion that comes out and gives you the checklist.
Yeah.
But other than that, I haven't seen anything else.
Maybe they would classify that as the box checked. It's a prototype. The little guy comes out. I mean, he's not very intelligent, but he is artificial. So
He's artificial. He gets one of the letters there.
I was also thinking maybe they were going to build something around, do you remember at the end of the World Series 2, they had the crazy doctor come out from either side, right? There was the Cyber Cub crazy doctor guy. He was a legendary. And then there was also a Dark Lion. And they were talking about the debrief. So I thought they were going to build some sort of AI NPC around them, which maybe they still are. They just haven't released it. So I guess we'll hold tight. But I mean, Q2 is long gone. So unless they're referring to a different Q2, but 2025 Q2 would have ended the middle of summer. So, we're almost at the end of Q4 here, right? And still some of the stuff has not been completed. I mean, speaking of which, so Q3, Q4, we've got ManeCity Mobile Beta, ManeCity Competitive Event Season 3. So that's been completed at least. We've got quests and exploration system. I mean, we've got what I guess we could check the box of quests. There are quests, right?
Just no exploration yet.
Yeah. I mean, the quests aren't really that great, right? Place pieces of furniture and level up businesses. They're not really revolutionary. So I'd like to see a little bit more in depth when it comes to the exploration, actual quests, maybe a storyline of something. And then again, no guild systems with Lion integration. So I guess that's getting pushed to maybe Q1, Q2 of 2026. Hopefully it's coming out sooner rather than later. I mean, I was hoping we would have the ManeCity mobile beta out prior to the mid-season. But chances are now a lot of this stuff is going to be done after this mid-season competition. They'll introduce the exploration and guilds and stuff like that. And I think that's sort of what's going to happen.
Yeah, the only thing I can mention on that also that I would have to say is that they recently mentioned an update that they were doing an update to the tutorial as well. They're gonna change or upgrade the tutorial. They just did one, which is the one that we were talking about, that they have the little lion with the checklist. Um, and I was thinking, oh man, I'm gonna have to make a whole new video of the new tutorial again. So I'm not sure what the update is gonna be on the new tutorial, but they say that there's a new tutorial. So I'm just mentioning that to say that I guess they are working on just things in the background, you know?
Yeah. No, I imagine that what they're doing is updating some of the stuff that we called out as being like, fix this, make it a little bit more intuitive. And I mean, it'll be interesting later on if they do a major overhaul and additions to it. Especially like once the exploration and all that stuff comes in, I'll probably make another account and go through the tutorial again just to get an idea of like how they're introducing exploration and monsters and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's been
You're right.
significant a change for me to go through the arduous task of getting through that. That was a heck of a tutorial.
Yeah, you're right. Hopefully they're just adding like uncommons on those blueprints and things like that, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm sort of hoping that they did. But okay, so 2026, 2027, we've got new game launch with Lion integration. So, I mean, there's a lot to
First time I read that.
What's that?
This is the first time I read that. New game launch. Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, they have a lot to launch still with ManeCity, so hopefully they're getting on it.
Right?
And then we've also got ManeCity World Series 3, ManeCity Season 4, and then AI NPC expansion. And then 2028, 2029 incubator program, VR/AR experiences, and Lion AI Rock Band. So that'll be interesting. But yeah, I mean, lots of stuff still to come. This new game launch, that'll be interesting. But again, they need to get Lion integrated into ManeCity. So I think this is almost like 2027, 2028, right? Because they got pretty much everything from here is getting pushed into 2026. Right, like there's no mobile beta, there's no real, I mean quests kind of, but there's no exploration, there's no guilds, no Lion integration, there's no AI NPC prototypes, right? Like a lot of this stuff, like they've completed about half of it, but half of it was literally the competitions and the Fractured Fate mint, right? Like it's not hard stuff for them to accomplish.
Yeah, no, they're definitely falling a little bit behind. And again, I think they were just a little too ambitious. It also seems like they don't have a big team. It seems like they have really good ideas and they're able to complete these ideas, but it seems like it just takes long because they don't have enough hands on. Maybe that's not the case. I'm not sure, but that's kind of like how it seems like that. They're ambitious, but they're probably lacking on hands on maybe.
Yeah. And I know like some people have speculated too, like they're trying to time the market, right? And so they thought that we were going to be like mid bull run right now. And I mean, it would make sense if we were like mid bull run, some of this stuff would be coming out. People would be excited. Mobiles out, the exploration. We're bringing in tons of people, we're getting ready for another NFT launch coming up, at middle of next year, and everybody's hyping it up and getting excited because Bitcoin's 250,000 and Crow's $1.50 or something like that, and money galore, right? But we're in the middle of a quote unquote little shitstorm here of Bitcoin falling. We're back down to under 10 cents on Crow, and so the market's just bleeding. Nobody's in a good state of mind really, unless you can stay zen throughout this. So some people are speculating maybe that's what they're doing. They're just holding off because if they brought out all this excitement and whatnot, is it really enough to get people into the economy when they're not really in a situation to switch up their crypto holdings, right? Because they're all sitting on negative losses and unrealized, loss here. They don't want to really switch up too much. So that could be also part of it, right? They have it ready to go. They're just waiting for the right time to get people excited, bring them into the game. The only thing I'll say is like, if that's the case, they really need to just bring it out because they cannot wait another year. Like if they think that they're going to time the market perfectly right in middle of the bull run for the NFTs, like they're dreaming. Like, and if anything, people are just going to start fudding the game and being like, there's no point in playing this. It moves so slow and it's not even fun, right? Like it's marginal entertainment at this point.
Yeah, that's a great point about timing the market, and you're right. It would make sense that if if nobody's buying, why try to sell? If there's no hype, if it's just not the right time, it's not the right time. So that I can see that if that's something that is really out of everybody's hand, um, and yeah, like you said, when people are remember when there was a time where everything was going up so high that people were like, man, I'm sitting up on so much, I'm buying all kinds of NFTs, and there's just more liquidity going around. So I could that's a great point, that maybe they're just holding off because it's just not the right time as far as the market and all kinds of things.
Yeah, I just realized I wasn't even sharing my screen. I was still on our podcast overview, so I went through all that trying to show the roadmap, and I didn't even have it on screen. I'm sorry, guys. It's on screen now, though. But yeah, I mean, they're not going to time the market. That's the hardest part of crypto, right? Just they need to bring out something and have it kill everybody's expectations. Like it just needs to be amazing, and that's what's going to bring people in, right? Trying to wait for where people will have extra liquidity and are ready to play. Like people will always have a little bit of money that they're willing to spend. And especially if you make a really good free to play aspect to this game, right? With like a really entertaining ability to like go out and explore and do stuff, right? Gain money that way, then people are going to come and play it, right? Because the game's entertaining. If the game is not fun, right? And it just becomes a chore, like it's sort of becoming at this point, then most people are not going to come back, right? And it's going to cause bigger harm, I think, to the Loaded Lions project overall if they don't bring out something fun, right? Like this is their first game, and I know the sentiment right now with a lot of the newer players is like, what's the point of playing? Like you can't really earn too much money now, because the best money you're going to get is if you open a legendary business and you can sell it, right? So they hit that point where it's like, well, what am I going to be able to do to make money off this game and sort of be able to, have some money to play with? And it's just pure luck, and maybe some of the essences and stuff like that, because they're not going to be able to compete in the competition, right? Like they're not going to earn vouchers from the competition to a point where it's like, yeah, I have money that I can actually pull out of the game and spend and do stuff with, right? So they're recognizing that there's a massive play to, or a pay to win, not a play to earn aspect to this game. So that's where the normal mode needs to become that play to earn aspect. So people come in, have fun, play, earn in-game assets that they can sell, that then they can also earn money from, right? And the longer they wait on the sidelines to bring that type of concept into the game, I think the more it's going to hurt the game overall, because eventually people are going to go, I already played it. Like what else is going to be coming down the line? Like it's not fun. Building the city is basically just pay to win. Competitions are just pay to win. Like there's no fun, right? And then you're just going to get a lot of people flooding the game, and eventually it's just going to die because they took way too long trying to time the market rather than just putting out content and letting the people that are playing it have fun and enjoy the game and naturally let it grow organically.
Yeah, that's so true. Just having hopefully the answers, if we call it that, could be when they do it in mobile. Hopefully when it comes in mobile, they're timing it as to where the resources of the land can be mined and finally have some sort of like passive, even if it's just a few crow here and there, but for it to be easier to actually mine as opposed to, like you said, having to pull off something from a blueprint and have to try to sell it. So hopefully their release of the mobile and the integration of the resources in the land, it's the change that the game needs. And hopefully they'll bring it out soon.
I couldn't agree more. So we'll have to see what happens. But I mean, that's really the main focus for us, though, right? Is the gaming aspect. So hopefully it comes sooner rather than later. I'd love to be able to go and visit your mansion and do stuff. I mean, heck, speaking of mansion, we're still waiting on the remaining rooms, right? It's sort of like, when are we getting these? We have people in Division 2, right? And we're still waiting on the rest of the mansion rooms. It's just like mind-boggling. But
yeah, as much as I hate putting down furniture, I love putting down furniture, and I miss putting down furniture. So we need a new room.
exactly. Just even one of them. Like, just start introducing stuff. Give us a kitchen. I don't know. A war room. We're at war. We need a war room.
For reals.
But yeah, okay, let's run through the last little bit here. Then maybe we can wrap it up with a little bit of speculation. But mind you, most of this has been speculation anyways. So now that I have the roadmap up, sorry again. I mean, we could take a quick look. Here was the Lion economy. I mean, the website's in the links down below, so you can follow along yourself. But there was the gaming and innovation stuff we talked about. And now let's talk about the community and growth. So Q1, Q2, we had the loaded lions in black. So we were talking about that earlier with the sweaters and t-shirts. They also had skateboards. There was a new website, which we are currently on. There's also the Lions University beta. Now, I'm not really sure what that is. I think maybe that's on the app. There's like a learning beta sort of thing. You can go and like learn about crypto. There's also the Loaded Lions Creators Program. I don't know anything about this. I haven't seen any details around that. I don't think it's active. There's also VIP access to sporting events. Now, that's something they've been doing for a while, giving people access to stuff at the crypto.com arena. And I know they're constantly giving out tickets to, basketball games, hockey games, whatever, right? I think there was some even like F1, like racing stuff.
Yeah, they do some soccer in Europe too, I think. Some soccer.
Okay, yeah, I remember seeing that. And then there's also exclusive access to NFTs. Now, that's something that's always happened. Usually the loaded lions are whitelisted for anything, for the most part, that gets minted on the crypto.com app. I mean, there's been a few examples that haven't, but for the most part, they are. Q3, Q4, we've got the global brand partnership, elevated collabs. Not sure what that is. Has not happened as far as I know. Same with the ambassador and influencer program. I have not seen anything in regards to that. There's the physical merch signature series. So that's what we were talking about earlier. That is squeaking in there for that Q4 check mark. And then we've got and then we got Loaded Lions Crypto.com arena. Not sure what that means. Other than maybe similar to like VIP access to sporting events. So kind of wish they gave more details as to what some of these roadmap points are. But I mean, I guess the more ambiguous it is, the easier they can say, yeah, we completed it, or let us speculate about it, right?
That's true. Yeah, I wish they were clickable. I wish we can click on them and see more details, but
right, there's just little dots here. You could easily click on it and expand it. But yeah, so 2026, 2027. So there is a Lion Pride Global Meetup. That's where we were talking earlier about maybe that's when they could do another give out or a giveaway for, I guess not really a giveaway, but another allotment of sweaters or t-shirts for Loaded Lion and Dark Lion holders. And then there's also content creation grant. And then the final thing, there's going to be an annual Lion Summit. Lion Summit. So probably similar to the global meetup. They're going to try to make some sort of like annual event where Loaded Lions can meet up, hang out. Maybe there's a sporting event or something we all go see. I don't know, but that's sort of what they got for community and growth. So yeah, I mean, that summarizes it.
They're working on.
Yeah, go for it. I'm going to switch her back to our.
Yeah, they're working on some of these things. I'm very curious about that Loaded Lions Crypto.com arena. Hopefully it will be some sort of a meetup as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to some of these things. And when it comes to crypto, the crypto world moves like very rapidly. It's a whole different animal, a whole different beast than just like the regular markets or Web 2. The Web3 it's still, I would say, somewhat. It's not new, a new technology, but I would say it's more new to the masses. It's still, I think it's taking a little harder for people to adapt it than expected, maybe. Um, so yeah, we'll see how things keep moving. As far as the next year, the next quarters, anything can happen in 3 months. Anything can happen in a month. So we'll see. When it comes to crypto, it's just super exciting. I'm here for the adrenaline.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing too, right? Like a lot of this stuff, as we mentioned earlier, they could just be holding off, right? And they're just going to hit us with a ton of stuff like over 1 month. All right. It's like almost every other week there's like stuff coming out. They could be, putting out the mobile version, and all the exploration quests and guilds and all that stuff could literally just all happen over the course of like 2 or 3 weeks, right? So, or over the course of a month at the most. So it could easily just like, go from like a drought to a flood. And, we're trying to swim here, trying to keep up with all the changes. But as of right now, I mean, it was nice that we got a small little change. The elements are kind of cool, something to play around with, but I am kind of disappointed in them just because it's not something I see myself using heavily, at least not at the moment. If they do change up some of the concept around like, merging, maybe I'll do some imbuing, but still I'm not really like sold on it. But yeah, things are forming up. I think it's taking a little longer, like you said, than what they originally anticipated. So, I mean, maybe we'll do a recap right at the end of the year and see what has actually happened and what hasn't. But as of right now, I feel like, yeah, for the most part, they've missed most of their targets, right? Like I know I don't know who said it, but end of October was supposed to be the mobile beta release. According to like an official article that was put out. Forget what company put that article out as like an interview with the Loaded Lions, but obviously they completely missed that target. So when it's going to come out, I'm hoping right after this next competition. That would be good. And that way they can sort of like do this next competition, get some sort of like momentum going story wise to introduce the monsters and all this type of stuff, leading into the exploration and quests, get that type of stuff in there, get the guilds in there, and then they should be releasing mobile. I've always been a big proponent. Mobile needs to come out after they've already let us debug and figure out the best way forward with the exploration and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, definitely, because that's like the major change to the game. It's going to be the exploration.
Yes.
So yeah, we'll see. Like you said too, I think they can be holding out and things can happen because the perfect example was the mechanics of the elements for the Blitz. We didn't really know how they were going to be the main stage, right? They say these elements are going to be the main stage, but with the bonuses that they previously had before they adjusted them, they were nowhere near the main event. Especially having them with the daily roar, having to collect them with the daily roar. We didn't know that we were gonna have them on the daily until hours before. Remember, we were like probably like 12 hours before we were in the plaza. Like talk about like they haven't told us all these mechanics, and literally hours before the game started, they told us about the extra bonus and all that.
Yeah.
So like you said, they can announce a whole bunch of things the second week of January for all we know.
Yeah, exactly. New Year's comes in, right? And it's like, all right, here's all this stuff that's coming out. But that's one thing I think in regards to the roadmap. I want to see a more detailed roadmap, like putting Q1, Q2, and then Q3, Q4 sort of lumped together. And they didn't really complete much on either of those aspects, but it'd just be good to be like, hey, Q1, this is what we're planning. Because Q1 is easily defined, right? And then Q2, this is what we're doing. So at least we have a more narrow window, right? When you lump Q1 and Q2 together, that's half the year there, right? It's like, okay, well, you've got 6 months to get this completed and you didn't complete some of the stuff. So it's sort of like, what is going on here, guys? Like, Give us some.
Yeah,
Give us
get
some.
more specific. Don't give yourself room to procrastinate, right?
Yeah, exactly. But again, maybe they're looking to keep it as ambiguous as possible so that they can try to time the market, right? And be like, okay, things are going good. Let's bring in people. Get them into the crypto.com app, right? With the what do you call it? That Lion credit card they were talking about, and be able to bring in Lion into the ManeCity interface, and bring in the mobile, bring in all this type of stuff, these AI NPCs and whatever else they've got planned. I don't know. We'll see. Not holding my breath for early January, but let's hope that it's for before Q3 of next year.
For real. Before Q3, Q4.
Yeah. That's all I'm hoping for. Please give us something by like March.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. I'm hoping, I'm really, really hoping for second or third week of January.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I mean, because really at this rate, like, man, FFTB Hacker is going to be in Division 3 before they have the next set of mansion rooms and exploration introduced in the game. Right? Like, like he's at least halfway
Yeah,
there.
Yeah. Yeah, he's getting up there. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Fully January. New year, new news, new game style, new gameplay.
Well, and apparently a new game.
Yeah, apparently a new game, yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's what
very
they're
interesting.
hinting at with the exploration and stuff. That's going to be the new game. New game launch with
Yay.
Lion integration. We'll see.
Check.
Yeah, new game. We did it. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's all I've really got to talk about. I mean, we talked about a fair amount here. It's been about 2 hours. So do you have anything else you want to discuss about roadmap or speculation, or shall we say farewell?
I think we did a good job. Thank you everybody for staying with us. And again, it was quite a while since we had the last podcast, so there was quite a few things to talk about. So thank you guys for all the support that we always get from everybody. And yeah, I think we did pretty good.
Yeah, I'd say so. I think we covered pretty much everything I could think of. So, I mean, if you made it this far, we appreciate you guys tuning in for the whole thing. I mean, in regards to the roadmap, drop down below what you were most excited for and maybe most disappointed about not being achieved, or what you're most excited for that is supposed to be coming down the line. We're interested to hear what you guys are looking forward to with this project. But yeah, again, DJ Oracle, thank you for joining me on this. I appreciate you taking the time to sit down and go over some ManeCity stuff, the news and all the events that have been going on. And yeah, I guess Merry Christmas, right? Happy New Year, all that fun stuff. Happy holidays.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, thank you for hosting again. Thank you for keeping us on track because I go all over the place. When it comes to ManeCity, it's pretty exciting. So yeah, again, thank you for everybody who's with us. Let us know in the comments what you guys think about the skins. Which ones is your favorite, and how you did on the Blitz. Thank you for being with us. Remember to use the timestamps, so you can go all throughout the episode. And it's just, again, great. Thank you for hosting again. It's always nice talking ManeCity with you.
No, it's always a pleasure, right? So, yeah, we'll cut her off there. Just a little under 2 hours. And yeah, we'll have to catch you guys in the next one. We'll see if we can get something out before the new year. If not, it'll be sort of a one to kick the new year off and see what new information we have in regards to the project to share with you guys. So, yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Yes, look for the next one soon. Peace.